You think you're funny, do you?
So I said to myself, I said, do my ragamuffins realize that Superman, the superhero, who's out solving crime and helping people, that Superman left the house so fast that he put his clothes on in the wrong order? He put his tights on first and his bright red undies on afterwards. They're on the outside. Now, I'm not going to stop the guy and tell him this. I don't know about his anger management classes, how that's going along, but clearly he left the house too quickly. Some math students start working out number sentences far too quickly without looking at the operations. So today what we're going to do is take a look at what's called the order of operations to make sure that we do all the computations in the right order. The thing that we're going to look at first is PEMDAS. So let's jump in. So PEMDAS is an acronym. An acronym is made up of letters that each stand for a different order. Basically, it's to help us remember the order in which we compute the operations. Parentheses, exponents, multiplication, division, addition, and subtraction. Multiplication and division, we're going to code red. Parentheses, yellow. Exponents, we're going to erase because exponents we actually don't deal with until 5th grade. Addition and subtraction, we're going to code blue. And I want you to realize that the operations that have the same power, you work out from left to right. So parentheses first, then multiplication and division, and then addition and subtraction from left to right. The first problem we're going to look at is $47 plus $5 times, in parentheses, 36 divided by 4, which you might understand or see is orange because orange stands for cookies and the green stands for money. We're going to think that a kid is getting packets of cookies being sold at $5 a piece, and she had $45 first. So we start off with 36 divided by 4, which is 9, and simply rewrite the problem. Between multiplication and addition, I do multiplication first. 5 times 9 is 45, plus 47 gives us a sum of 92. So let's take a look at a situation here with Lorelai's string beads. So Lorelai bought 230 beads for an art project. She's not going to use them all at once. She used 3 strings with 25 beads each, and then she glued 70 beads on a canvas. The question we have to find out is, how many did she have left? So she's got 230 beads in total. She uses 3 strings each with 25 beads. And she glues 70. So she used the beads for 3 strings and 70 beads. I want to start off by asking what I know. I know there's 230 beads in total. I know that I used 3 strings of 25 beads in each string, and I use 70 other that I glue to the canvas. What do I want to know? How many are used? 3 strings makes me think of 3 groups of 25 plus the 70 beads that she glued to the canvas. 230 is my total number of beads. I've got 3 groups, or 3 times 25 plus 70 to figure out how many are used. 230 minus, in parentheses, 3 times 25 plus 70. I'm going to start off with what's in the parentheses. And in there, I have multiplication and addition. Multiplication comes first. 3 times 25 is 75 plus the 70. I'm going to do that part of my problem first. I'm going to find the difference of 230 and the sum 145, giving me 85. I know that Lorelai started off with 230 used 3 groups of 25, another 70, and that left her with 85 beads. This one you're going to work out on your own. It's a different situation. She's got 340 beads. She makes 5 strings of 15 in each string, and then she uses 180 beads on the canvas. So once you've got those numbers straight, pause the video, work it out, and then come back and see if your answer is correct. The question, like before, that we want to find out is, how many beads does she have left? Good luck. You're back. I hope you did the work. We've got 340 minus, in parentheses, 5 times 15 plus 180. I want to work out the parentheses first because PEMDAS says I should. And within that, I have to take a look at multiplication over addition. So 15 times 5, I'm going to solve using the break apart rule. It's the same as 5 times 10 plus 5. Which is 5 times 10 plus 5 times 5. 5 times 10 is 50, and 5 fives is 25, giving me a sum of 75. And so I'm simply going to substitute 75 for the product in there, 5 times 15, and rewrite the whole problem. So I've got 75 plus 180. That's going to give me how many beads she used. In parentheses, the sum, 75 plus 80, I'm going to do to the side. 5 plus 0 is 5. 8 plus 7 is 15. I'm going to regroup the 1. 255 beads used in total. So the next part of the problem is going to be finding the difference of 340, which she started off with, and the 255 that she used. So 340 minus 255. Right away, I'm going to have to take a 10 from the 4. 10 minus 5 is 5. I'm going to have to take 100 and add it. 13 minus 5 is 8. That leaves me with 85 beads. Hey, that number looks a little bit familiar. Different situation, same outcome. So 340 minus 5 times 15, the strings of beads, plus the 180 that she used on the canvas, gave me 85. Lorelei, in situation number 2, still has 85 beads left. Don't be Superman. Put your pants on after you put on your undies. And if you're working with a multiplication problem that uses a lot of different operations, use PEMDAS to help you remember which operation you should do first. Parentheses, exponents, multiplication, division, addition, and subtraction. Remember, multiplication and division have the same power. Just go from left to right. Addition and subtraction, same thing. Same power, go from left to right. If you take good notes and you slow down, you won't embarrass yourself like Superman does every single time he takes off to save us from ourselves. Okay, hope that helps. Bye.
I hop in the Porsche, 5 and a horse, I'm ready for war. I'm coming for throats to turn to a ghost. I need to know everything.